we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
He'll drop to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? Inside the 45-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
The Bears at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
And now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
This defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw now on first down.
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the double.
Second and 5. He's got White here.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Incomplete.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chase Claypool,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Bears have taken the lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. That'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called a zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ready.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones.
And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 6 yards left on 2nd down. On the draw, here's White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
They're going to look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Here we go, set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Fields. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 25 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fields on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner, who's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now it's Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this... Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started. On 2nd down, Jacobs gets past one man. About 3 yards there to the 27. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming. And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football. And picking up the first down. Touchdown! Chase Claypool with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD, and well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points. Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll look to throw again. He's got White here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. And touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dyami Brown, 29 yards. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
From the 27, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs to the 43, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.